Let me map, baby. Let me map. This is a submission. You know, that one contest by Aurora. Am I actually going to submit this map? Probably not. It's a little trash. I'm going to be completely honest. So let me catch you all up to speed. We currently are working with a couple few primary entities. We have elephant movement controller, obviously very core to the mechanic that we have going on here. We have energizer booster, enter dash block. Get this right here is an indicator. This is currently a foreground tile right now, but the entity will reveal itself. This is an exit block. So what's the gameplay loop here? What are we working with? Most of the time, 90% of the time, you have to break these exit blocks, or not exit blocks. You have to break the entrance blocks to unlock the end of the room. So this is where I can force routing. I can force gameplay. I can force the player to move in directions that I want them to go. Perfect. What's next? You can very faintly, I have not put the indicators here yet. You can very faintly see the exit blocks right here. You can see where they will be placed. Just very faintly. I haven't put indicators. I'm probably not submitting, but I'm cooking with this, okay? We go through exit blocks to make platforms. Exit blocks always make platforms that you can stand on or whatever, something like that. So exit blocks will make platforms. We can use that to our advantage as pseudo jump throughs, as I like to think of them. Basically, this is jump through gameplay disguised as cool gameplay, which is surprisingly what a lot of gameplay is, to be honest. When you go to Mario Maker and you're playing Mario Maker levels, you're spin jumping, you're Z jumping, you're bouncing on things. But though, listen, at the end of the day, you're still bouncing on things. Whether you're bouncing on piranha plants, 90% of the time, it's basically the same thing as spin jumping on bone shell or spiny shell into piranha plant. You're just changing the flavor. That's what's happening with these. It's basically jump through gameplay, except we're putting a little bit of sauce on it. Let's show off some of the rooms that we have so far. Boom, look at that, we made a platform. We made a platform right here. Now, here's another thing. You didn't notice this. The yellow booster disappeared. It showed up right here. We have entity movers. It doesn't look like it moved, but it moved, okay? It moved. It's just entity movers are a little bit buggy, all right? It's just a little bit buggy. All right, here we are. Y'all get all that? Y'all see the game? All right, let's talk this room. This room. Oh my gosh, I think this is this is part of my bread and butter. This room, we're starting with new gameplay mechanics. Guess what's here? We got a bubble. We got a bubble. Get this. It's acting like a bubble. It's an energy booster. We have an exit dash block. Guess what we can do with this? I'm thinking of the combinations right now. Literally, the threads of the universe are aligning in my brain to create the art that I'm putting out right now. Check this out. Like, you go in the bubble and you wall jump off of the exit dash block. It's peak cinema, I think. I literally think this is like incredible work that no one has ever done before. Even though glorified, it's just jump through gameplay. But it looks cool, okay? It looks cool. It looks like it's a whole amalgamation of incredibility. Guess what? We're doing the same thing in this section. A giant exit block right here, a bubble up here, a wave dash onto that. We're making platforms. It's called a platformer for a reason. We're making platformers. Let's run it back. Let's do it all over again. Boom, bang, wave dash, up. What happened? What happened there? If you know anything about Celeste, and you know anything about bubbles, like the one that we just exited right here, why did this take us higher? Thoughts? Reminder, these are energy boosters. What they actually do is that they conserve speed and lets you move in a particular direction. Cocaine! Energy boosters conserve your speed. Oh! But in this case, I don't know if you could see it. It says right here, it can behave like a dash. So basically, these are just bubbles. But on the other hand, you can make the other ones conserve speed. Why is this one purple, you may ask? This is purple because it can redirect speed. And this will have bigger implications in a room that I will show later. And what happens with conserving speed and redirecting the speed going upward is that it takes the speed from this wave dash, putting it into the energy booster, and that's why we get an elevated amount of speed in the air. It is peak cinema. I'm not on cocaine. I drank boba. I had boba, and I didn't do anything today. Yeet. We're yeeting. We're yeeting. We're yeeting. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Next part. Extra jump dash crystals. What does that extra jump dash crystal do? You can jump in the air with the crystal. You can jump in the air. What is happening here? We're making platforms. We're using the exit dash block to make platforms. Check out the sauce of the spaghetti. Boom. All right, all right. We're making platforms. See, you're the GOAT, bro. I learned from the best. I'm not a modder. I'm not a map creator. I don't have any official releases, but I like to diddle. I like to daddle. I like to try my hand at things. My inspiration, Corey D in the chat right now. I'm gonna let this room speak for itself, but I'm gonna give you a little heads up. This a little electricity thing, you're gonna have to slide under it. Guess what that means? A little bit more inputs on your finger. Guess what that means? A little bit more dopamine rush in your head. Boom, boom. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Ah! We're going through this bubble. We're activating the exit dash block, which lets us slide through this, activating another exit block, lets us wall jump onto this, which makes us break this, which allows us entry over here. But guess what? Guess what? How do we actually get to this section right here? This exit block created itself a perfect alignment for us to slide down and kick our little itty bitty legs off of this so that we could get enough jump to jump through, to do another wall jump into another wall jump. I don't make art often, but I do fart often. Any farters in chat? Raise a hands. Any farters in chat? Who up farting? Who up farting right now? Who up farting right now? Okay, you can't see it because my big head is in the way. You might not have been able to see this. I have to use this bubble to break a dash block right here to get this dash crystal. But why does that matter? What's happening here? Why can't I just go down, take up the dash crystal, and then go back up? The bubble, you can't adjust the bubble's respawn timer. So in order to stall for this bubble to respawn so that I could do the downward dash left to slide underneath it and go over, what I need to do is that I just force the player to break this, which gives us enough time to go back up, let the bubble respawn, and then I can continue the gameplay. That's how we're doing this. That's how we're doing this. This may be hard to follow. This may be hard to follow, but I love you guys for it. I love you guys for it. I'm not even mapping right now. I'm literally just explaining things. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not putting y'all on game. All my years in public speaking. I'm just gonna show y'all the room, and this is genuinely peak. It's a freaking movie. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here that I really love. Guess what? We're breaking the dash block again because I don't know. I just felt like making the players do something just to give the players something to do. We're using the speed into a wave dash into the energy booster, which gives us too much speed. Too much speed. If you're not careful, you actually run the risk of jumping into these spikes that will kill you. If you're not careful, if you are not careful, you will end up falling into these spikes. If you're not careful. So what you have to do is you either have to do a wall jump or you do a neutral. With that much speed, there's so much speed coming from this energy booster. It's a little bit of a tight timing. It's a little bit of a satisfying timing. It's a little bit satisfying. Let me tell you that much. Ooh, a little neutral on them. A little bit of a neutral jump on them. Similar concept happens right here. You got to control your speed. You don't want to go too far because if you go too far this way, you're going to hit your head on this thing. You don't want to hit your head on that thing. You don't want to get a concussion. Incredible stuff. Guess what? We're acting on your impulses right now. Why is the jump dash crystal right here? You can't see it. There is an exit block right here. If you immediately buffer the jump and go into the crystal. You actually jump over the exit block. You actually jump over the exit block. But what, is that a problem? Is that a problem? Yeah, it's a problem. Check this out. Boom. Guess what? You jumped off. You jumped over it. You jumped over it. What's the problem? Oh no. When you break this block, the bubble despawns and you have nowhere to go. You have nowhere to go. So you have to practice. Get this. This might be hard for some of y'all. Self-control. Drama. Drama. Self-control. Drama. Drama. So what you have to do is that you have to hold yourself. You go a little bit low so that you can trigger the exit block. And when you trigger the exit block, you break this thing and then you have a platform to stand on. You may not have noticed it either. There's an exit block right here. There's an exit block right here. Guess what we're doing? We're doing a wave dash into bunny hop, into energy booster. This is the one that conserves your speed, into a long form slide. Oh my God, I'm gonna pass out. I'm literally not even mapping. I'm just explaining to you why this thing gets me so excited. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Now watch this drive. Uh-oh. Okay, just imagine that I went through it, okay? I'm messing up. I'm a little bit too hyped right now. This is the last room that I'm working on. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of a mechanic that blew my mind. I just discovered this today, but I wanted more with speed because speed is my key to at least just making the gameplay a little bit more tight and a little bit more satisfying in that way. The only source of speed right now is unfortunately this thing, the energy booster that conserves speed. So we always need a setup with this bubble to give us enough for a dash, because for the record, this is a dashless map. Now, I'm always about controlling your movement in speed gameplay. I think that's really fun. It's actually a common theme that happens in a lot of my maps. Why? I don't know. Check this out. Did you see that? I just went really fast. I broke through that dash block and I kind of went up. Thoughts? How about let's put some gameplay to that? Let's combine that speed that we get, that kind of cool zoom in movement that we get. Let's combine that with a little bit of that controlling your movement in fast scenarios. Get this. It's a little bit tight. It's a little bit tight, but you have to do a wall jump. A wall jump to cancel the momentum. Get this, you can cancel the momentum in the dash block to prevent yourself from breaking the dash block. You are rewriting the laws of physics before my eyes. You will see that maybe Isaac Newton and the apple, maybe it was a pear, and maybe I was Isaac Newton. Oh my God. We're doing neutrals. We're doing perfect frame, perfect neutrals. We're doing a fast fall because guess what? The entity mover's there. We're doing this. We're doing that. We're going through it all. Y'all see what I'm doing here? I'm making a game. I'm making a game. Holy fuck, yes. Oh my gosh. The loops. Boom, boom. Oh my gosh. And I don't know why all of these ideas had to come to me at 5 a.m. right when I'm about to take a bed. I mean, go to sleep. I mean, all right, wrap it up. I love y'all. I'll see you all in the next one. I love you all. And have a good rest of your night or a good rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you all for letting me yap about Celeste.